Hello, this is Notaspringchick, and today we're talking about recycling bags. Well, why would we talk about something like that? Only because it's topical, and I mean, all of you guys have bags anyway, don't you?
Everybody has bags.
Everybody has bags, those plastic bags. In fact, you probably use those plastic bags more than the paper bags.
Yeah, because the plastic bags, by statute, have to be biodegradable.
Oh, by statute?
By statute. Paper bags, okay. There are newspapers from before the San Francisco earthquake that will tell you that there hasn't been an earthquake for 30 years and we don't see any coming, that are being found today in the ground that are completely legible. Paper doesn't break down well.
So what I don't understand is San Francisco did it, LA's doing it,
Seattle's done
it, which is there's a tax. Well, if you don't have a bag...
Well, actually, they're not calling it a tax.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me.
It is not a tax. It is an environmental. It is an environmental message. Environmental method. It is not. They will tell you it is not a tax.
Oh, excuse me. Read my lips. It is not a tax. Yeah, right.
Yeah, of course it's a tax. There is not a community in this country, even the people on the left side, that can raise sales taxes. They can't raise. Nobody's passing bond issues. They're not passing road improvement. So how do you get extra revenue for your community? Blame it on trash bags.
Trash bags.
Right.
No, here's the part I don't understand. Well, the supermarkets years ago tried to get people to bring their own bags in because, well, I think supermarkets just want to do it because then they wouldn't have to pay for the bags. But the bags are, well, they're pretty small. They're like cents on the dollar. But how else, where are you going to put all your things that you're buying?
I know.
Because I don't know how many people are carrying all those bags around them. But this stop the bag tax. Oh.
There's a bag.
Here's a bag right here. This is a bag. This one's by Sea Bags.
Yeah.
Which we carry all the time. Do we have some other bags in here?
No, I left them in. I left them in the car. I didn't know you were going to do bags. I left.
Okay.
No, I left the bag we got from. We got a whole earth bag. We got a fresh. Fresh Fare, and then we got a burlap bag from another company. I have 3 different bags there, which I didn't bring. I put them in because we actually want to do things right, but we forget to take the bags with us. And this bag we use for everything.
Well, this is a tote bag, and we happen to use it for everything.
And it also cost about $200, so we tend to hold on to that.
And part of it is you can beat this up, you can do whatever you want. It takes a lot of weight, and then you can just squirt it off.
Yeah, but we do have bags, folks.
What?
That's the second one of them. See, we are, we do it, but we don't put groceries in.
Wait, do I have groceries? Well, part of it is we put everything else in here. Let's see if we've got some bags. Do I have bags in here? I've got misters, I've got notepads, I've got
we took the bags out before we came, so, but...
So as you can see, the problem when you go to the supermarket or you go to a retailer is you already have stuff in your bag, so you don't bring your other bags in it.
Well, because what happens is when you first time you fill your bag up, you take it inside and you don't bring it back to the car.
I know. So, part of this is, it's like you don't want to pay more taxes. So here's stop the bag tax. You can see who it'll affect. But here's one thing is don't believe them because plastic bags are fully recyclable. So are the other bags.
That's right.
There are, I think you said that the bag manufacturers are behind this?
Yeah, the plastic extruders, the people that make the plastic bags.
They want to sell more.
They want to sell more bags. Okay.
But this would be for the entire state of California.
This is going to be national. They want this, they said San Francisco is leading the way, followed by Seattle and Los Angeles. But it's
California happens to be one of those bellwether states.
But it's a thing. It will add, they say it will add an extra $400
per family per year.
That's at grocery store.
Person?
No, that's at grocery stores only.
That doesn't include all the other shopping.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count when you go to a fast food place. It doesn't count when you go to a department store.
Well, it's funny is before it's like if you brought in an extra bag or overly, it's like people kind of look at you like, well, not that I would do this, but they kind of look at people like they're stealing things.
Yeah, they don't
Right.
like you. I mean, you're flat out told in some businesses, no bags allowed.
And if you have a bag, please check it in here. So
Yeah.
now, I guess they're kind of reversing that because,
Well, no, it basically,
you got a bag tax.
it is a bag tax. It's basically going against the policies of the store. And we're not looking like the stores are going to make any money off of these bags, because the way it works is like you have
What's
to...
that go into the general fund?
It goes into the general fund. But you have to buy the bags from the city. Will be responsible for making certain that each one of the stores has bags from their approved outlets, which means basically it's a suck-up deal for bag makers
Sounds
too.
like a pork belly project
Yeah.
full of bureaucracy.
To raise money.
To raise money for taxes. So I don't know about
Yeah.
you guys,
But
here's one. There's one with the governor right there. So anyway, it's stopthebagtax.com.
yeah, but see, also you have to figure out, okay, how many covered, okay, we've bought, like I bought a suit to go, work in. You have a new top that you're going to be wearing this weekend at the Spike roast of Bob
Comedy
Saget.
Central's roast, yeah.
And that was in a bag. That's also, okay, what's it going to cost for bags that cover clothes? Are we going to be spending an extra $1 for every bag to walk out of a business with a piece of clothes you buy?
Well, part of it is when you go to the supermarket, you go in there with all your bags, and if it doesn't fit in, I mean, I don't know about you, but it's like if it's not going to fit in my bag and I have to pay for another one and I already have bags, it's like I'm just going to give it back.
Yeah, but
I don't
the
care.
average customer will use 4 to 12 bags on a family shopping trip at a grocery store at 25 cents a piece.
It's not like getting a plastic bottle, although people don't recycle it because why go through all
Put
that?
your groceries. How many of these is it going to take? How many of these bags will it take to put your groceries in at a grocery store?
Well, what can you put? Two gallons of milk in here?
2 gallons of milk.
And maybe a few other little things, but
Yeah.
2 gallons of milk are pretty big.
Yeah, it weighs a lot. Each gallon of milk weighs about 10 pounds.
Is that what it is?
That's what it pays, So, and a lot of bags that are produced by businesses simply cannot handle the weight. And what about carrying your can purchases? What about, these things aren't really meant to take your bread
that's
stuff.
When you got to get the heavier duty ones. But
Yeah, which are going to cost you more money. Basically, they're trying to make themselves look environmentally conscious to screw people. If you don't stand up to your local government, eventually your local government will be telling you everything you can do in life.
I know. Well, this kind of reminds me. I mean, sorry, I disagree on that trans fat issue. I know it's real popular, but
Well, okay.
pretty soon I can't go and get milk.
Okay,
or ice cream
we're talking about the people that are passing all of this. Don't go to those places because they're in my age category. They don't go to those anymore. So
Yeah,
basically,
because other
we
people
had
go.
ours. You don't need yours because we had ours. It's the same thing as the Sierra Club. We've got our 4-wheel drives to go into the parks, but nobody else should be able to go into the park with their SUV.
So anyway, these are some issues, but make sure you make it known. This is going to be a really important election year. So it's not just whether you're voting for the president, but even things like this, voting on a bag tax.
Okay, it is, even if you don't actually vote, know the issues that are on the ballot in your community. It's extremely important because you can still be an activist and not vote. That's taking part in the political system.
That's true. So anyway, this is not a spring chick on the bag tax.